dress with a smile for hours at a time. Stare at the ceiling while I hold back what's on my mind. And when they ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm just fine. And when they ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm just fine. The fact is, I can never get off of my mattress. And all that they can ask is, why are you so sad, kid? Why are you so sad? That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is. So you can see I'm trying, you won't see me crying. I'll just keep on smiling, I'm good. And it just keeps on piling, it's so terrifying. But I keep on smiling, I'm good. I've been caring too much for so long. Been comparing myself for so long. Been wearing a smile for so long. It's real, so long, it's real, so long, it's real. Always being judged by a bunch of strange faces. Scared to go outside, haven't seen the light in ages. But I've been places, so I'm okay-ish, so I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay, bitch. But the fact is, I need help, I'm failing all my classes. They think that I need glasses. I just really wish that I could pass this. Wish that I could pass. That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is. So you can see I'm trying, you won't see me
me. The bells for religion just rang because I live by a church. Hello, welcome. I have to make tiny thing into a big thing because I kind of forgot about this assignment. I just didn't realize how much I needed to get done. Oh. Cool. Well, welcome, because you Unsolved, or BuzzFeed Unsolved. I haven't watched it yet. Because I didn't know about it. So yeah, let's enjoy this. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, I literally have no idea what this is gonna
we're
be.
finally here. The Conjuring House.
Gorgeous night.
Normally for, Hollywood, they make the house spookified and all that stuff, but
I think it actually looks nicer in the film.
in the middle of the woods, no less.
Damn.
No one will hear us
Scream,
get
yeah,
our
very good.
insides pulled out.
Damn.
Well,
I have pencil.
Shall we?
Yes, I do.
Get on in there, Burgoose.
This is my actual
this
reaction.
week on the season premiere of the final season of BuzzFeed Unsolved Supernatural, we
Yeah.
investigate the Arnold estate as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? Now, considered by many
I
to be one
believe
of the
so.
most haunted houses in America, many people know this place by another name, the Conjuring House. That's right, in our final season, we are finally going to sleep
Here's the
and
page I was
investigate
looking
in the Conjuring House, the house that inspired the first Conjuring film.
Also,
And
the fucking
as
sketch
you
book,
do
and I have to
know,
write
and
this
as
in.
everybody else
It's up
there
to my
knows,
like.
I will only do one demonic investigation per season.
Okay.
And herein lies
So
my
I might end up on the
sacrifice
floor.
for
Oh
this
god, this is a
season.
lot better,
We're starting
bigger
off
than
with
I
it.
Yeah, I
intended.
guess so. Might as well. Hey, if you're gonna get
Do I
wet, you
actually
might
have to
as
go
well
to
go
the floor?
swimming.
I
That's
might
what
have to
say.
go to the floor.
Are you kind of like a dip your toes in the pool kind of guy? Or are
I
you
literally
like a...
just fucking said, if you're gonna get wet, you might as well
Yeah,
go
I'm
swimming.
asking you about
Oh,
the
no, that's the
methodology.
thing.
I'm jumping.
Well, then
Cool.
that's
I
the...
laid my ass on a pentagram. Do you think I
There
dip
we
my
go.
toes in the pool?
I don't know, maybe you kind of are a guy who likes to work your way
Ryan
in.
is the
Absolutely
That goes
demon.
against everything I do know about
Oh, no,
you, but
it's
I just
Shane.
wanted to give you the
Shane's the
courtesy
demon.
of
The Ghoul
asking.
Boy promise is that we get wet. Right?
I guess that's the slogan we're running with this last season, so...
Get ready to get wet out there.
Well, let's get into it.
What's the best
Built in
place I can start?
1736 in Harrisville, Rhode Island, the 3,100 square foot home still sits on the original stone foundation that dates back to before the American Revolution. The
Damn.
3-bedroom, 2-bath house went on to endure the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, and relentless storms, including the hurricane of 1938 that destroyed many other homes and barns in the south of New England.
My light
That's
is
an
not
old
even.
ass house.
My light is not even pointing in the right area. I
Is it
need.
the final season? Let's just get right into it. That's an
Hey,
old
man.
ass house.
I can guarantee you this, every house we're going to be in is going to be old as hell.
A former resident of the home theorized that the Arnold estate's resilience may be due to a far more nefarious reason, that the home is in fact, quote, a portal cleverly disguised as a farmhouse, end quote. And unfortunately for one family, that portal would lie dormant until they moved in, and the Arnold estate became a living nightmare.
Sometimes houses just be creepy. There's not really any particular
Houses
reason
be
why
creeping, yeah.
this house is creepy or, as you like to say, a hellmouth.
Yeah.
But sometimes I kind of like the idea of a family just being patient zero just because.
Yeah.
Like everyone seems to think that the devil has this kind of intricate plan and things have to make sense. What if sometimes he just spins a globe and it's
I
just
think throws a dart at the board. Yeah.
right there. That's where I'm gonna take a dump on a family.
I mean, that makes the most sense. He's sort of an agent of chaos, you know?
I'm not scared of this demon.
Yes, you are.
I am. Why don't we go back outside?
Oh, do you not like it in here?
Yeah, I love it in here, dude.
Do you not like the vibes?
Yeah, I love that they
Yeah,
made
there's the
a
first
successful horror franchise. off of
Crazy,
how
amazing,
horrific this
crazy
house
thing
is.
I
Judging
made.
by one room, I think this might be
Oh no, this just
the nicest
ends.
place we've ever stayed.
You said that everywhere we've gone.
Well, I
Kind of right
find them very
there.
charming. This place could make a killing.
I wrote
on
this on a
Airbnb.
smaller scale, and
This
now that I
place
have
is
to
a lot more rustic.
fucking grow it out
So yeah, it's
10
more
times worse.
cabin-like, that's for sure.
Okay,
in a way that
I was
I
checking
find
something.
very
The screen might
sexy.
go black.
Hey, look at this, our old pal.
Yeah, what is this, a replica? She doesn't go on tour?
No, this is a replica. I don't think they would allow the real Annabelle to be, I guess, a dining room table.
We've met your
the fuck?
sister. She was weak sauce. Now she lives in my rib cage. What do you think of that?
I'm just unnerved by a house that's evil and horrible for no reason. Are you not? I actually find it more comforting to know, well, obviously horrible things happened here, therefore.
Take this opportunity. It was missed, but I just fully watched that door swing open. And
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me. So,
This place is full of them tonight.
that.
Who we just entered.
How could.
Folks, he's already got the wiggles. We got a class
I watch a
wiggler
few
here.
of
This
these
guy's
just
he ain't
because-
feeling it. Now that's your little ghost alarm. Is this door? This is the one that
This door opened from that way.
it's not doing it now.
What the fuck?
I mean, it seems to be prone to that.
Already doing it, huh?
Well, you know, did you ladies do this? Huh?
I'd like to do a little test. Perhaps the house is old. Maybe the moving around could make it open.
Okay.
This is the one time we're not going to see Ryan be a piss baby.
Yep, that's a good test, I guess. All right. Okay. All right, you dropped your little ghost thing.
Did that satisfy you?
Yeah, but I would like to point out that with just, you know.
It was a little bit harder of a push than
Well,
you
here.
thought. It was a little harder of a push than that.
No, but I'm
I wanna
saying like
let
when
the
it's
record show
when
that
it's
your
wedged.
face.
But look at this. Scary.
Yeah, but it was definitely closed.
Okay, maybe it wasn't though. Who's in here? Okay, we got more of the Annabelles.
Fucking terrifying to look
and,
at.
There's Ryan Bergara. What did you look afraid?
In this library, our audio recorder picked up these unexplained voices.
Wait, it's reaction. Wait, it's reaction.
That one I can
Wait,
clearly.
it's reaction.
That
It
one I
said
can.
that books fly off this shelf.
Oh.
Oh my god, that one you
Which is
can
kinda cool.
clearly
Yeah.
hear the help me. That's
That's kinda
scary.
cool.
Bookcase right here, guys. Take a book off of it. Slap me in the kisser. I want some text on my lips.
What the fuck, Ryan?
Don't do that with your lips. Come on, right there. Don't you want to throw a book at this cocky little, by some accounts, decent looking face?
Is this the season of smooch and ghosts? Okay, what if this is our new test for the season? We close our eyes and we both make kissy faces and see if either of us get kissed by a ghost.
Oh my god.
No, this is the technique that you learn at ghost hunting school. They teach you this on day one.
Oh my god.
Best in the biz. I didn't feel anything.
I didn't feel anything either.
This room is clear!
In December of 1970, Roger and Carolyn Perrin, along with their 5 daughters, Nancy, Christine, Andrea,
Who the fuck
Cindy,
named their
and
kid?
April, moved into the Arnold estate. According to her first-hand account,
I hate all those
Andrea
kids'
Perrin
names.
said that her mother Carolyn, quote, discovered the farm quite by accident, back in June of that same year. While Andrea remembers the previous owner of the property as, quote, an elderly gentleman who captured our hearts with his kindness and generous spirit, other sources report that neighbors told the parents to, quote, leave the lights on at night upon their move into the historic house.
Do you think that elderly gentleman was the fucking devil?
It's possible. Would you make a deal with the devil?
Yeah.
What would it be for?
Whatever.
Just a general
Whatever
deal?
he's got, I'll
you'd
take
have,
it.
You'd have an overall deal with the devil?
How would you? Why are you already shaking my hand?
Wait, I don't know
I
how I,
feel like
feel
there's
about
some
this.
people
Maybe I
that
don't
in
want to
this
make
world
a
that
deal.
probably
Let's settle
actually
down
made
now.
deals with the devil.
You're in contract with Shane Madej now.
The parents' experiences with the supernatural started fairly innocently. Carolyn would find herself noticing small things, like a broom being out of place, strange noises coming from different rooms, or piles of dust in the kitchen where she'd just swept. In the beginning, the Perrin family believed the apparitions they began to witness within the Arnold estate to be benevolent. The spirits would act up, or become increasingly loud when guests would be over. Carolyn Perrin once saw 2 men sitting in the dining room, one of whom looked directly at her, then
What?
pointed to her so the other man could get a look. Andrea joked that, to them, she was the ghost. Recently, in this area of the house, one woman heard a disembodied clap and observed the apparition of a woman in a white dress just outside the kitchen window. Others have even heard a woman's voice greet them with an eager and welcoming hello.
So this is the dining room.
Creepy.
I have a thermal cam set up in my hand here, and that's because they saw a woman in white outside these windows.
Woman in white. Where the
Of
white
course.
lady's at?
I don't know, I feel like you should say it differently, but I guess that works. Is there anybody in here with us right now? My name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
If there's anybody who would like to communicate, make your presence known. You can move something. You could touch one of us.
Give us a massage. Hey, we're back in the saddle after 2 years of not ghost hunting. You know how sad that makes me? Ooh.
It makes him so sad.
It makes me so sad, and now I'm here with my friend, and this is the first time we're back on the trail. I mean, how long has it been since we just walked around a room together and looked at the stuff?
That's true.
Check this shit out. Whoa.
What a fucking creepy
Hey,
chandelier.
why are they hanging dead plants from the ceiling?
That's actually kind of unnerving. I don't like that.
That's
Dead
it
plants.
looks like some witch stuff. But all due respect to the witches out there.
This is also the room where two gentlemen were spotted by Carolyn Perrin, just sitting there, and they pointed at her as if she was the ghost.
Love that. Love a confused ghoul.
Love an others situation.
Yeah.
Who's in this house?
Can
Was
I
it just me or did anyone else hear like
Join you.
rustling
Come take a seat on Papa's lap.
No.
on the
Okay,
video?
Chair works too.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I'm gonna ask again.
Does it sound like someone like actually like
Who is in
ruffled?
this house? I know there's something demonic here,
6.
but why?
Oh god, I have 6
What
of
are
these
you
swirls
doing?
drawn.
What's
That
the
like
deal?
go down to the other layer.
What's your name?
What's your whole situation?
Are there any other entities here that aren't demonic?
What if someone's just like, yeah, hi, my name's Greg.
There's a freaky lady downstairs. And dare I say, I think she wants to hurt me.
She won't talk to me.
So now we're going into the kitchen. Apparently they picked up an EVP in here of a woman saying hello.
Oh my god, my light
As
just
well as a
flickered. My
disembodied
lamp light
clap,
just
kinda
flickered,
like
and
the
I'm
film.
nowhere near. Oh my god.
And
fuck.
a lady, a woman in white, staring through this window very creepily. I'm not gonna lie, if I came in here to make myself a bag of popcorn on the stove or in this microwave, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to eat this popcorn. Ah!
Oh, yeah, you saw
A face
lady.
right there?
Yeah.
I'd lose my mind. I'd shit my pants.
Anybody out there?
Hello?
No, I don't see anybody.
Seeing as how this is the Conjuring house, I'm sure you guys are used to this. I have in my hand right here a device. And for the first time this season, we're breaking it out.
Let's start the end of this series correctly.
Shayna, why don't you tell the folks what this is?
Well, Ghosts,
Is it
this
an-
is a stupid little radio. Well, come on, man. You gotta give us
I
some
knew
heads
it.
up on
I
that. You
love
can't
those
just
things,
fucking
and I want one.
record that
I
thing.
got tired of you yakking.
Demon! Where the demon at? Come on!
Okay, come on, take it easy.
It's me, your boy.
Fuck it. What's the non-human entity in this house?
Oh, he's off. He's off and running now. He found his courage.
What is the non-human entity in this house? What's in this kitchen with us right now? My name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
If you want to communicate with us, say our names back to us.
Say him backwards. It'd be fun for the viewers, because then they could reverse it and be like, what did he say? It'd be like a cool ARG.
Yeah.
We invite you to make a nice little home in the soul of Ryan Bergara.
No, in the soul of Shane Madej.
For some time, the parents peacefully coexisted in their home along with the spirits trapped within. The youngest Perrin daughter, April, became friends with a spirit who lived in her closet.
I'm
April
sorry, what?
believed the spirit in her closet to be Oliver Richardson.
What the
although
fuck?
the ghost could also have been Olive Richardson, a woman who died in 1867 and whose grave marker is just 10 short miles from the Arnold estate.
Any kind of entity
Terrifying,
that befriends a
but
child,
okay.
especially the youngest child. I don't like that.
Nah, dude.
I don't like that.
Don't be a creep. Yeah.
That ghost is up to no good.
Oh, for sure.
I don't trust this ghost.
Well, they prey on the vulnerable. Children are, they're more susceptible to things.
Do you think that's why they prey on me instead of you?
Because you look like a child?
Yeah. Why do you think
damn.
I'm lifting all these weights?
Who's this buff little boy?
Who's that buff 6-year-old? I'm gonna haunt him, but
Let's haunt his
I'm a little scared about this one. So this is April's bedroom. This was the youngest of the
No,
parent
Grandma only has
daughters.
2 joints. What I write? What?
And she was said to have a little pal who lived in that little closet right there, named Oliver. However, when talking to the site rep here, they actually said that the little boy that hangs out there is actually named Manny.
Oh.
People have caught said little boy on thermal.
Oh, so you got your
So I got my thermal here.
little predator cam out.
Oh look, I sat on that rocking chair right before we started rolling here, and
You see your butt?
you could see my whole
Whoa!
ass mark. That's a hot ass.
That's a hot ass.
That's the hottest ass the
Just the
internet's ever
sweat.
seen. God damn, look at those buns!
Let me sit in this chair and see if the wood retains anything.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay. Oh, this is fun. Okay, I'm gonna try and be real warm.
Yeah, think warm thoughts. Think Chipotle.
Anything?
Okay, so which one
Oh
is
yeah,
this
dude,
one?
look at this. You are making that baby
man.
glow.
Wow!
Hey,
I
take-
didn't know
my
it
God.
did that. That's incredible.
Get a shot at this. Take a look at this. That's YouTube's ass right there.
Wow, you can really see my ass.
Look at how pronounced that crack is.
I'm surprised you don't see it.
I'm surprised
my
me.
sack.
Anyways, let's try and find this kid. He's
Alright.
in the closet.
Can't believe how pronounced my crack was.
That's pretty good.
That's the closest we've ever gotten to an actual ghost on this show.
Is there anybody in here with us? I know you saw us being very childish in this room. Butts are funny.
Oh my god.
Is there anybody in here?
This is Manny's closet.
Did you say something?
I said this is Manny's
No.
closet. Did you hear something in there?
Yeah, sounded like a girl.
What?
What'd you hear, boy?
Ha. Hey, stop. Like that sounded like stop.
Stop. Shut up.
If I heard that, I'd be fucking running to the hills if I heard something say stop.
Manny, are you in here? I really hope not, because this is where I'm sleeping.
Guests who later stayed in the home said to have witnessed a ball moving independently around the floor, doors opening on their own, and cell phones getting knocked off the nightstand with no explanation. The family even witnessed the appearance of a father, son, and dog at the top of the staircase on several occasions. But despite their best efforts, the ghostly trio would never make eye contact nor acknowledge the family in any way.
Ghost dogs.
Maybe we could bring a little treat, you know?
That's a good idea. Milk bone.
Or maybe you could
Honestly,
dress
if
up
I
like
was
a
just a
cat.
ghost and
That's a good
people like
idea.
came
That's
in,
a
I'd be
good
like,
idea.
I
I'm gonna make this
don't
very
give a fuck.
clear. Are we gonna put on cat ears at this location? Yes. Is it a joke? Absolutely not.
If I'm a ghost,
Yeah.
dog aside, if I'm a ghost dog, of course I'm going to bark at a cat. But if I
Exactly.
see two men
Dressed like a cat.
dressed like cat crawling up the stairs and being sort of like, meow, I'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, what the fuck are you doing? I'm summoning all my ghost energy to vocalize into the physical world. Hey, what the fuck are you doing? It's been nearly 2 years since we've sat down at the supernatural desk and gone out on our ghost hunts.
That's fair.
And in that time, as we were coming up on this season, it occurred to me, and I'm not even joking about this, we are the best ghost hunters who ever lived.
I agree with that.
I'm not fucking joking.
There's no point
this is
in us.
not a joke.
There's no point in us dimming our light anymore.
No.
Okay? And you're gonna see that right meow.
God damn it.
We hear there's a ghost dog.
Doggo? Doggo? I thought that was an honest cat. What the fuck? Are they actually wearing cat? Oh my god, they're actually wearing cat ears.
Sort of purring like a cat man. You know, you gotta really purr.
What the actual fuck?
Is there a ghost dog yet? Just think, when we started this, did you ever think you'd be on your knees looking up a staircase with cat ears on?
You know what? I did.
Me too.
But then,
Oh my
things took a turn. Just 3 years after moving in, the parent family began noticing the smell of rotting flesh permeating their home. And while the smell was certainly enough to concern the young family, it was what came after that truly terrified them. In the early morning hours, the family would wake to the wafting stench of death, and like clockwork, at exactly 5:15 a.m., the parent children began being pulled and flung from their beds by what the family believed to be demonic possession.
The fuck?
Oh, yeah. Check it out, children. You can use this mag light to communicate with us. I don't know why he smelled it like that. With this light, you'll be able to tell us, simple yes or no questions. This light will, turn on randomly, I will admit that. However, it will also turn on if you tap it. And therefore, we could maybe garner intelligent responses from it. Did someone just open a door?
Sure sounded like it. Huh?
Someone just opened a door somewhere in this house.
You have to
Creepy.
go check that out.
Me? And not you?
Well, I'm getting the mag light ready.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Hello? Who's there?
Good
Doing
luck.
intense fire sketches.
Who just opened the door down here? Guys?
Is the dog on?
The front door's open.
What?
Completely wide open.
Is that scary? Does that not sit well with you?
You're fucking kidding me. As is the basement door. Oh my god, the hair on my fucking neck is standing up. Who's here? Jesus Christ,
Kinda light.
fucking scared the shit out of me.
Probably want to close that. Does that close all the way? Oh. How'd you do that?
Put a little elbow grease into it, I guess.
Okay. Great. Bergie don't like that.
I don't. Do you like that? You shouldn't like that.
I think it's just a windy night. Was it you, Annabelle?
Fucking weird. Okay, let's go back upstairs. Is the fun starting? Let's mark that down as 1 point for the Bugaras. There's 2 doors opening since we've been here.
The Bugaras do need some points, so feel free to add that to the Bugara roster. All right, we've settled. We've addressed the door issue.
Now whatever was out there is in here. As you can see, that light is on right now. If there's something in here with us right now, turn the light off right now.
Hmm.
And it is trying to turn off. You're gonna have to try harder than that, pal.
If you'd like to hurt us, turn the light off right now.
I was about to say, if that thing
Nice.
turned off.
What do you hear?
What do your ears hear? I thought I heard like whispering.
Yeah, they usually.
Do you hear whispering?
Wish.
That sounds like turn the light off. I'm not gonna.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Or maybe it's not doing it, but it should sound like hushed whispering.
For a second, they're just like.
I don't know. I could see how maybe.
You
the
see what I'm
rain
saying, though,
could
right?
make you sing.
I thought I heard. I'm not.
Hear the rain.
The
No,
third
that was a
one.
genuine look on your face. I don't think you were hamming it up there. You know what rain sounds like, so I know you're accounting for that.
For a brief second there, I thought I heard something whisper, "Turn the light off." That's why I freaked out. And then after that, it started sounding just more kind of inaudible. I couldn't really figure it out.
Well, turn the light off then, huh? If you're a demon,
Okay.
turn the light
another
off.
one.
Was it mocking you? It could be telling us to turn our lights off.
Well, then let's turn them on.
Who's opening doors in this house? That's you? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Who is this? Is this anybody, or is this just, we're just looking at a random event here?
Hello.
If you're a little ghost child and you're going to wait till Ryan Bergara closes his eyes, and then when he opens them, you're going to be standing in the corner of his room in shadow, but he'll be able to make out your ghastly little figure. Just go ahead and turn that light off. Right.
Oh, fuck. Did you see
Oh.
that?
Lightning?
A flash of lightning at the same time that turned off.
The heavens are opening up.
That was horrific.
Unfortunately for the parents, and what they couldn't have known then, was they were already caught in a web of events that would eventually lead to what Andrea Perrin would later call, quote, the most terrifying night of her life.
Uh-oh.
It all started around 1974, Carolyn Perrin was lying on the sofa in the living room when suddenly she felt a sharp pain in her calf muscle. The muscle began to spasm, and when she looked closer, she noticed a pool of blood right where she'd felt the injury. She scanned the sofa for bees or anything else that could have stung her leg, but found nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You know, when you wake up in a pool of your own blood, the first thought is,
What the fuck? Are there bees here?
where's that dang bee? He got me again. You know how all bees stab you with a machete?
Let me scan for bees, really.
This is where she was lying when she got stabbed.
Alright, these ones are gonna have a lot
by
less
what she,
petals.
I guess, assumed was bees, as one would assume. But we don't have to talk about that right now. It's
So this
certainly
one
an odd
goes
thing to
up.
assume.
And then
Well.
to the side.
You know, you jump to conclusions when you feel a stabbing pain in a place where you usually take nice little naps.
I'm lying on the couch where you attacked Carolyn Perrin, whatever is in this house. Now we're both sitting on the couch.
What do you think of that?
Why did you attack her?
There we go.
Is this your couch? Is this your house?
Someone die on the couch?
What's your deal, man?
Someone probably died on that fucking couch.
What's all this then? What are you doing? What are you doing in here? We know a lot of stuff has gone down in here. We got some Ouija boards over there? Ron, what do you think about that?
We're gonna use those later for a seance.
What the fuck?
But
Why?
you don't approve of Ouija boards, do you?
No, I don't. But I also don't approve of not getting evidence in our final season.
Oh, well, that's going to be a rough one for you then.
Well, we already got a door opening. Could
I
you
guess
close
so.
that door? Whatever's inside this house, can you close that door? Just to show us that you're here.
Go ahead, close that door.
As the door closes, it's over.
Oh, my hand's
Yeah.
shaking.
Did the door close?
No.
Oh, okay. Mark that down as a point for the Shaniacs.
What a dick. Unbelievable.
As to why Carolyn was being targeted, Andrea Perrin believed that, quote, whoever the spirit was, she perceived herself to be mistress of the house, and she resented the competition my mother posed for that position, end quote. After being attacked in the living room, Carolyn and Roger Perrin had had enough. Desperate and in need of answers, the Warrens were finally called in.
Oh boy. Let's go, baby. Do you think ghosts talk among themselves?
Like,
And they
we
know?
got the Warrens.
Yeah, they're like, wow, we must be doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
We've made it to the big leagues.
And then we show up and they're like, oh, okay.
These two walk in. Dude, I think we're going to be in a James Wan film.
Ed and Lorraine Warren had founded the New England Society for Psychic Research in 1952, and at that time were arguably the most famous paranormal experts in the U.S. Their investigations include that of the Amityville house, as well as the possession of a Raggedy Ann doll thought to be haunted by unsolved alumnus Annabelle Higgins.
Your good old
Unsolved
pal.
alumnus. That's
Your-
sweet.
Your good old pal Annabelle.
Yeah, raggedy ass
She
brats.
did say she was going to kill you.
Hey, keep at it, I guess.
Yeah, Shane.
The Warrens
he's still
arrived in
alive.
Rhode Island and began their investigation. Upon seeing Carolyn Perrin's injury, the Warrens became convinced that the demonic presence who had harmed her was none other than the former neighbor of the Arnold estate, Bathsheba Sherman. Born in 1812, Bathsheba Sherman lived on the farm just next door to the Arnold estate with her husband, Judson. During her lifetime,
Fucking invented
Bathsheba
Judson.
had come under scrutiny after an infant mysteriously died in her care. The baby was examined, and it was determined that the death was caused by a large sewing needle piercing the base of its skull. Branded a witch, local townspeople suspected that Bathsheba had killed the child to sacrifice it to the devil.
What the fuck?
I can't be doing that.
Stabbing babies in the head?
Yes.
That's a pretty strong stance to take on that one. Are you sure?
Yeah. You know, we don't
Yeah.
like to get too political on this show,
Yeah,
but
I know.
that's one that we're going to draw a line.
That's a real brave thing of you to say,
Don't stab a baby in the head.
specifically with a sewing needle.
And yeah, I'll go one step further with anything.
There is no evidence of a court case finding her innocent, but her name was legally cleared, though the public was never convinced, and neither was Lorraine Warren. Now sure that the demonic presence in the Arnold estate was Bathsheba Sherman, Warren posited that she could have taken the sewing needle with her to the afterlife and used it to stab Carolyn on the couch.
It doesn't look good if a baby is stabbed in the head and you're the last person to have been taken care of it.
No, I like that they're like, well, the town still didn't like her after that, and it's like,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
'cause
I have
she's
all
watching
the
baby
petals
and
sketched out now.
the baby got stabbed.
It's not great. Sucks if she didn't do it, but I
Yeah.
mean,
The lady was like, well, they said I was a witch, but they didn't have any proof, even though that baby did get stabbed.
to be fair, have we checked the neighborhood for bees?
Bathsheba Sherman died in May 1885, and some legends claim that the suspected witch's body, quote, literally turned to stone, end quote, upon her death, while others believe she died from a, quote, bizarre form of paralysis, end quote. No matter how Bathsheba died, however, it was now up to the Warrens to figure out why she had come back. They decided the best way to communicate with her was to hold a seance. In 2013, Lorraine Warren told USA Today of the seance at the Arnold estate. Quote, the things that went on there were just incredibly frightening. It still affects me to talk about it today, end quote.
It's
Yeah,
time
it's
for
not
another
a lot.
seance.
Actually, no,
This
the
is the
leaves
very
keep
room
going
in
up a
which
little
they
bit
performed
even
the
after
exorcism with the Warrens.
That's great.
And now we're gonna have a seance.
Yeah, have a blast.
Of course, we have our Ouija board right here.
Yeah.
And we have our candles. We got the planchette. But no good seance is performed without protection. So I got something that you're gonna really like.
the holy water.
What are you doing? What is going on right now?
Is it holy water? Is
What is that? You brought.
I'm packing.
that a squid?
Oh, your little friends.
I got 2 guns, one for each of us.
I get one? Is
That's
this holy
right.
water?
That's holy water, baby. And as always, with a seance, you do need an offering. And I thought, what better offering than the treats that they hand to us on the plane, the ones you don't really like. These are honey graham crackers. So,
What the fuck?
here you go. Just
Why?
put it. Are you drinking the holy water? It's disgusting. Now, you'll notice that I do have a gat in my hand, but that's just in case you try and pull any, throwy business. If you try and throw me, you get sprayed. You talk to me out of turn, you get sprayed. You touch any of us where the sun don't shine,
You get sprayed.
you're getting wet. Just setting the rules here. Those are my boundaries. And my therapist says it's very important to set boundaries.
And these ghosts, this is primarily for the demons, huh? Because ghosts don't give a shit about water, right?
Is mine loaded? No, it's loaded.
Oh, why would you do that?
The night of the seance, Roger and Carolyn Perrin made sure the children were kept away. But that didn't stop Andrea and her sister Cindy from secretly watching everything that transpired that night.
Of course, they're fucking
According to
children.
Andrea, once the seance started, quote, I thought I was going to pass out. My mother began to speak a language not of this world, in a voice not her own. Her chair levitated, end quote, and, quote, a power not of this world threw her 20 feet into another room, end quote.
Why don't we close our eyes and see if it lands on any specific letter?
Okay.
Let's also hum while we do it, because I feel like
Oh my
that'll,
God.
I don't know.
That
I'm
doesn't make
that
sense,
one
but I'm
person
on
I
board.
don't want to be
Okay.
And I
caught
think that's
in a
pretty
room
much
with.
just this show in a nutshell.
Yeah. Okay.
But also
okay.
at the same time, I know damn well I would trust him. She would be the main reason you would fucking die in a horror movie.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Roger Perrin later said of his wife that night that, quote, she was possessed. Her entire body was distorted, and it lasted several hours until they de-demonized her, and then I threw them out, end quote.
Well, you better start moving it. Otherwise, I'm going to eat all your graham crackers.
Uh-oh.
Not the graham crackers. Don't threaten the ghost to eat the graham crackers. That's never a good thing.
Uh-oh. Close the door.
Why would you say
Nothing?
that? Why?
Good.
G-O-O-D-B-Y-E. Goodbye. Portal's closed.
Okay.
Despite closing the seance, an audio recorder left recording in this spot overnight picked up this disembodied voice. Is this the voice of Bathsheba Sherman?
No.
Carolyn Perrin, quote, utterly drained and in pain, end quote, agreed with her husband, having said, quote, the Warrens tried to help, but we essentially found things got worse around them, end quote.
Wonder why they cut that out of the movie.
I wish that movie ended with them being like, can you fuck off?
However, following the Warren seance, the parents reported no further malevolent supernatural events within their home. Andrea Perrin stated that the family simply, quote, accepted the fact that we were not living there alone, end quote, and lived, quote, pretty happily most of the time until they moved out of the house in 1980. And yet, here the Arnold estate sits, still open to those who are brave or stupid enough to explore it. Is Bathsheba Sherman actually gone, or is she simply waiting for the next viable host?
Oh hell yeah,
And
I
could
would
she
go
be
fucking
biding her
stay there.
time in a place that once reeked of rotting flesh? Andrea Perrin said her family steered clear of the dirt-floored cellar, and when her father was forced to venture below to make repairs to the home's heating equipment, quote, he would go downstairs and feel this cold, stinking presence beside him, end quote. In the years since, others have found old children's drawings of a, quote, crooked neck lady, end quote, crumpled and discarded in the hidden depths of the home.
Ben
One
lady.
paranormal investigator even witnessed the apparition of a woman with a broken neck lingering around the subterranean well that dates back to when the house was first built. So
Oh my
tonight,
god, fuck,
we'll
what was her name
explore
from
the
Haunted
Arnold
Hill
Estate's
House?
cellar to see if Bathsheba Sherman really was vanquished that fateful night in 1974, or if she's still here, waiting.
This is apparently where the crooked neck lady resides.
Yeah, that's a basement. That's a basement if I ever seen one.
As I said, this used to be a daycare at one point. I guess somebody
What?
claimed they saw a crooked neck lady down here. And then, when they started to move furniture down here to clear up space upstairs, this, from the days of the daycare, was found. And look what one of the kids drew on the inside of it.
Is that the crooked neck lady?
Yeah.
Whoa!
How creepy to see something down here and then to later find furniture with the likeness of the thing you saw drawn on it.
That's crazy. That's a cool lady.
Look at her eyes. They have X's on them?
Yeah, she doesn't look well. If I woke up and saw that in the mirror, I'd be like, today is not my day. You know.
It's a no
And
bones
now,
day for that
ahead of our
person.
horrifying sleepover at the Conjuring House, Shane and I will investigate the basement individually.
All right, big boy. It's time to put you underground.
What am I looking for? Bathsheba
Gonna
and
look-
the neck lady?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, heading back down into the basement here. That's fairly gross. That's a gross basement. Crooked neck lady? Are you chilling in this
Jesus, I
puddle?
have midterms tomorrow, but I don't want to miss this.
Bathsheba? Are you around? Huh?
I'm working on a quote-unquote,
Should
like,
just,
it's not a
come
midterm
on
project,
out.
but it's just a
I'm
project
alone
that's
down
going to
here,
become
so
my
prime,
final.
prime
Also, welcome,
meat.
Jelly. How was your
Prime
day?
target.
How's everything
Come on.
going?
Come get me.
I'm also very
Go
quiet because
explore
I'm
the
just
space a
working
bit.
on this.
Crooked neck lady. Why's your neck like that? What you done, huh?
Again,
Who
it's
did that to your
Nell.
neck? You
It's
wanna
Nell
do
from the Haunted
clap
Hill
game?
House. I'm sorry. Everyone
Here we
probably hates me for that
go.
one. I finished on midterm today.
How's that?
Went well. How about you? How are you doing? I'm doing really well. Doing a project that I had like a miniature version of, but now
thoughts going down there into the basement? Any plans to
I'm like making it bigger.
neck lady?
Flashlight as a
Which
microphone.
then I'm
bit.
pretty sure it's going to get resized down.
So what are your
yeah,
thoughts
doing
going into the
pretty
basement
good.
now in your solo investigation? Tell us, where's your head at?
Well, I don't love going down into a basement infested by a demon by myself. I'm starting to emotionally shut down.
Great. Love to
Oh,
hear that.
no.
Well, good luck. We wish you luck.
You know, the
Not
funny
the
thing
emotional
about that
shutdown.
shit is, I don't need luck. I am not my fear. I am stronger than my fear. I am not my fear. My name is Ryan. Ryan Bergara. And I'm the most feared ghost hunter in the fucking world. So I ask you this, demon. Do you feel fucking lucky? Am I alone down here?
Oh my
Who's
god!
here with me?
I look up and I
Is
see
there
him with the
anybody
water
down here
gun
with
out.
me? Or am I just talking to gross ass air?
There's something fall.
There it is. Is that what you wanted? You wanted to see my fucking face?
This is Ryan losing his fucking mind.
If there's somebody down here with me, you know who you are. Show yourself. Back to hell, demon!
I'm guessing the audio is gonna catch some. I was about to say, I'm guessing the audio is gonna catch something.
Well, this has been fun.
I
Do
said I
not
thought
try
that.
me, demon.
I thought
It'll
that
be the
voice was
last
a
thing you
fake.
ever do. This is awful because normally at this point it's like, hey, I get to go back to the hotel, you know, put on a shower, some nice classical music or something, and now I get to make my bed, and I'm still here. So don't love that. Don't love
Time
that.
to go to sleep in the Conjuring house. During a thunderstorm.
To finish off our investigation, we'll attempt to sleep overnight in the Conjuring
It's
house
the fact.
separately.
It's the fact. You can
Night.
Oh, is it just them, not the camera crew either?
Finally got rid of those losers, right?
Alice's room right here, my little setup. It's gonna be so much fun. Then we have the little closet here where the boy is said to be.
I want to make these lines a lot more sharper.
And then
Actually, I can make these sharper with like the way I did it before.
Alright, that is recording now.
I looked up at the wrong
Pistol. You know your boy's
time.
back and while he's sleeping. Wait, it's very late.
Hi everyone, it's Shane. Hello. I'm going to sleep now in the Conjuring home. I hope I don't get yanked. I mean, actually, it'd be fun. See what happens. Ryan's over there recording a video message as well.
Is there anybody in here with me? Got news for you if you are. I don't snore, so that's good. But I would appreciate it.
Neither
if you
do
didn't
I, but
mess
I
with me
also
tonight,
sleep like
okay?
I'm a dead
What are you
person,
talking
which
about,
often
Ryan?
scares the people I sleep. Like if I'm, not that I'm sleeping with, but like if I'm staying over,
Oh,
it generally
cool.
scares them.
Very boomery of the ghost.
Yeah, that's some boomer shit. Alright, well, I'm going to sleep.
Hope I don't have to pee. And as I say that, kind of feel like I have to pee. But I'll piss my pants instead.
I was about to say, is there plumbing? I just broke my
No worries
controller.
there.
Ryan did not sleep at all, of course.
Well, it's morning. When the light's coming through the window, it's such a beautiful thing. It doesn't look as horrifying in the morning.
The Conjuring house has been cleared.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Shane owns that fucking hat.
I slept plenty. Well,
This is your last chance.
but Bathsheba.
That sounds like an actual. Oh my god, what was that? Oh my god, what is the? I'm trying to think of it.
You talking to yourself?
Wasn't that the name of the black woman in that one play movie?
Got some good stuff. We got some good stuff.
Bathsheba wasn't that her name?
In the morning light, ain't she a beaut?
I'm trying to remember who. But I'm pretty sure that was the name of like the one.
We may never be able to
one black
fully
lady who played-
understand
was it
what
the Cruci- is
exactly
it the
the Perrin
Crucible I'm
family
thinking of?
endured all
It's the
those years
Crucible,
ago.
probably.
But whatever was or wasn't cast
nice.
out from the Arnold estate that fateful night in 1974 will continue to remain unsolved.
We're watching the next one. I don't care.
Holy shit. What the fuck was that?
I don't think he's gonna be the same after tonight.
Fuck you.
The infamous old city
Sounds
jail.
about right. Sounds about
Looks
right.
horrible.
Warm welcome for us.
Another fun fact, we're about to walk past where the gallows was. They would hang people on sight.
That's cheery.
Not really. Also not cheery, this balcony.
No, looks like an old witch.
Okay, I have the first
walk through
like
it, huh?
area
Sounds good.
built.
Whew. feel horrible.
At the same time, I'm gonna draw a line where I'm not letting any
This week
of
on BuzzFeed
these
Unsolved, we
sharp.
investigate the Old City Jail in Charleston, South Carolina, as part of our ongoing investigation
Drawing a
into the
line
question,
where I'm not allowing
are
any
ghosts
of
real?
these
You getting prouder with
any of
yourself?
these sharp
to inject a little
buildings
gravitas.
to go
This
across.
Old City Jail was built on land where a cemetery once was, and on the same block as an asylum.
Because a lot of the
If that's not
fire
some
like
kind of
is peeking
spooky hat
through
trick,
the
I don't know what is.
Old-timey jail's very
probably
fun
has
to
a
visit.
crackhead somewhere. Probably.
And that's all I've got to say about that.
Absolutely.
Nothing about the ghouls.
I mean, I'm sure there will be no ghouls, there will be dust, there will be noises that you,
Yeah.
you know, pee your pants over.
We have the history. We have the cemetery. There's an asylum down the block. There's also been a cast of characters that have rotated through these bars.
What is this, Cheers?
I don't know why you're
There,
laughing.
wait,
at
there's
that.
an asylum nearby that place?
You couldn't even get it out of your own mouth.
Cast of characters rotating around the bar?
Well, let's just get into it. How about that?
Yeah.
The Old City Jail has been called the most haunted building in South Carolina, a ghostly shrine to the city's dark past. Before the Civil War, free, innocent African American sailors would be unjustly locked away if they came through Charleston. Once the war ended, Confederate soldiers and sympathizers were locked up as well.
In one scenario, we have people who were unjustly imprisoned, and then in the other scenario, the people who were imprisoning them were now behind the bars.
True, I guess
A little
that's...
do-si-do.
But the people who were wrongfully imprisoned are still wrongfully imprisoned.
That is true.
Unless they set them free, which I'm gonna guess probably didn't happen.
Completed in 1802, the original building was 4 stories tall, complete with a 2-story octagonal tower. Due in part to a rash of escape attempts, Robert Mills, the architect behind the Washington Monument, reinforced the Old City Jail in 1822. But on August 31st, 1886,
Oh my god, I was
an
like, what the
earthquake
fuck was
rocked
that sound?
Charleston,
No, I
later
thought it was my
estimated as a
paper.
6.7 to 6.9 magnitude. As the brick walls fell around them, the 64 inmates who were held captive in the jail begged
Oh,
for freedom.
haha.
Finally, they were taken out into the
I actually
exercise yard, where led by a female
I have a
convicted
date set up for
murderer,
when I'm going to do
43
my
of the
next
prisoners
24-hour stream. I'm
promptly
not
jumped
going to say
over the
anything
high
yet,
brick
but I do have a
walls,
date.
leaving only 21 remaining inmates as the dust settled. The 2-story octagonal tower, along with the entire 4th floor, did not survive the quake, leaving the structure the 3-story building it is today.
I just
Yeah,
like the idea of being
I have a
out in the
date set up
prison
for
yard.
that. And I have to
Grounds
set
are
up
rumbling.
everything else I need.
Bricks are
I'm
falling.
excited for that one.
Some lady stands up and
I
is
need
like,
to, yeah, I need to
"Hey,
check with
let's get out of here.
a couple things. I
And
need
your
to talk
friend's
to
like,
someone
"Hey,
in
I
my
like what she's
school
doing."
so they know that I'm still, because I'm not leaving for Thanksgiving break.
And then you're like, yeah, but so are we.
So I'm not going to go on a period of that.
We're all murderers.
Over the course of the Old
Yeah,
City
speaking
Jail's
of November,
137 years in operation,
There's
the
going to
tally
be
on how many
less
men,
frequent
women, and
streams
children
because
perished
I'm
within these
going
walls
out of
varies
like the country,
wildly.
not out of the country, out of the
Some
state
say
I live in
as
for
many as
school stuff.
10,000 to 14,000 people died trying
So
to
yeah, I have a
survive,
couple
quote,
dates that I'm just
"a
waiting
very
for everything
filthy place
else.
unfit for human
Spooky Night
beings
plays
to live in."
Minecraft with who
End
knows what
quote.
else. Yeah.
But researcher David C. Scott found records of
Yeah.
deaths numbering in the hundreds, not the thousands, the majority likely dying of wounds or diseases during the Civil War. Scott's assertion confirms what an inmate in 1864 said, that the Old City Jail was the, quote, nastiest, dirtiest, filthiest, lousiest place I ever was in, end quote. True to that statement, one of the more active parts of the jail is a room where they would torture and punish prisoners, a room that has since been used for Ouija board sessions. A room
Yeah,
that tour guides
depending how
believe to have
everything
a
goes for
portal.
that, probably the first 12
Wow.
hours, you're probably
definitely a
going to
jail.
get like my face cam and stuff, and I'll have to reset a bunch of games I have saved.
They used to pretty much torture and flog prisoners that were misbehaving. As you can see, this place is a living nightmare. But this is the room over here. The tour guides who run this place say that there are what they believe to be inhuman entities inside this building. Whether or not that means demon, I have no idea.
Demon?
So,
Demon.
Feels like a good spot for a demon.
sure, let's find out.
All right, ghouls.
Hides his spawn boast of all my
Oh.
games. Okay,
Oh,
Genshin.
damn.
They
That's like-
call me Shane,
He's Magic Shane.
and I'm here to send you back to hell.
Oh, wow. And for whatever possible inhuman entities reside in this room,
I probably
we're
will
here to
never play
communicate.
Genshin, but I do like
let's
a lot of the
rock.
character designs and a lot of characters in themselves.
You're some kind of demon ghoul specter. You especially, we'd love to talk to you. We've got experience with a-holes like you. Got ourselves a bridge, I'll tell you that. Despite
That's
what
so
Wikipedia
very
says,
good.
we own a bridge.
They can't stop us.
Cowards. What? Gerbils?
What?
He said true.
Huh?
Ooh, a nice little drum hit.
Yeah. We got a beatboxing demon in here.
Oh shit, another one. My name is Ryan, and I'm here to say we're the baddest ghost hunters in the USA. Hunting demons and ghouls too. What? Wait, hold on. We actually got a response. Stop beatboxing.
Oh, sorry.
Like the Old City Jail itself, its spirits are violent and vengeful. On the 3rd floor, construction workers say they saw the apparition of a jailer holding his rifle before vanishing through cell block bars. Ghosts will supposedly whisper in your ear as you pass them by, sometimes even calling out your name.
That is
Others have
terrifying.
said they felt a sensation of being choked or suddenly losing their breath.
Kinky.
I don't know. I just think a funny thing a ghost could whisper. Okay, that's it. I'll believe in ghosts if, on the EVP, we pick up Choo Choo Pickle Pie.
So this room, you'll notice, has iron on all the walls. And that's because people were breaking out, so they had to fortify. This was referred to as death row. They kept some of the worst inmates in here. Maybe they kept pirates in here.
It actually would, easier to get out of the wood walls if you've got a big old hook.
Maybe they don't like jokes in here.
Oh, you don't like jokes in here, huh?
Well, maybe they do. Ooh!
A lot of my lines that I'm accidentally going over are so light that I keep forgetting about them.
Yeah.
We got a
Oh,
tug.
shit.
Oh, we got a tugger here, huh?
All my blood is pumping very fast right now. Yeah. I'll tell you, it's really funny right now, but if that happened to me when I was by myself,
You'd go crazy.
I'd probably jump out that window.
And by the way, if you want a little more one-on-one time with
Oh my god, what I'm doing is passing one of my critiques because my one of my things is that one of my lines has to go from straight to curve, and I'm realizing a lot of them are either
Long way to
reaching the
back out.
flames I have drawn
Keep
or the
that speed
lines
going.
that are transitioning from water to fire,
Close.
which is very, very neat.
Did that work out the way you wanted? This is a stupid season.
Also on the 3rd floor is a wheelchair from the 1820s that still sits sentry just where it has been for decades. Some believe that the person who died in that wheelchair succumbed to cholera and that their spirit is still connected to the chair to this day, and nobody is allowed to sit in the chair.
You gonna sit in that chair? We're not allowed to.
Yeah,
But we are the internet's paranormal bad boys.
that's right. We're controversial.
I was
We're
about to say,
planning
I'm
cheek the
gonna
chair,
guess,
baby.
even though I'm
You
not
ain't gonna
looking,
stop me.
who the fuck is gonna sit in the chair?
I'm gonna give that thing a high five with my butt cheeks. Yeah,
My
not gonna happen.
God.
I'm not sitting on that.
That looks like a death trap.
I thought it was like them throwing down the gauntlet, like saying, ooh, this is a very spooky chair, don't sit in it. Something might happen to you, when in reality, you might get tetanus or something like that.
Tours have been known to catch cold spots and orbs around the chair itself, as well as witnessing the chair suddenly turn
Yeah.
and bump an unsuspecting visitor in the leg.
What if you walked in that room, I walked in this room, we give them... What was that? Did you want to talk to us? Because we're up here. For whoever sat in this wheelchair, we're going to give you the opportunity to speak with us.
They try to fucking spite us.
Why do you remain in this jail? Fortune.
Fortune or important?
I guess.
Or morphine?
What was that again?
Did that just say
What's
Sitting
that?
Rock?
Speak up.
Whose jail is this? Whose house is this? This.
The Beast?
That I wasn't even looking up, and I could tell that clearly said Ryan, even without having to.
You're gonna need to speak a little clearer. We're just trying to figure out why you're here. Last chance. Why are you still in this prison? Okay. All right. I'm turning it off.
That really sounded like,
Lot
please
going on
don't.
What the hell just happened there?
The old morgue, located in the basement of the jail, is said to be the domain of the ghost of a young boy named
That straight up
Jeremiah.
sounded like someone
Tragically,
said, please
Jeremiah
don't.
passed away at a young age, presumably from cholera. It's said that he will try to hold the hand of a tour guide, and some guests have mentioned feeling cold spots that end only about waist high, about the height of a 9-year-old. Jeremiah has also been known to throw pebbles at crowds, or even slip pebbles into the pockets of unsuspecting visitors. Allegedly, sunglasses have also been knocked off of someone's face by an unseen force in the basement, but whether or not Jeremiah is responsible for this is unknown. This jail also held
He's
Union
short
soldiers
boy.
of the 54th Massachusetts Regiment, the very same all-African-American unit that was depicted in the 1989 Oscar-winning movie Glory. It's said
Hell
that the
yeah.
soldiers' presence has been picked up here during spirit box sessions, asking for morphine.
Oh, fuck.
So up here to the left is the morgue.
Damn it.
Said to
Every
be a
time
pretty
I move
active
my
place
leg, like
for,
the top of
the
this
normal
sketchbook
run-of-the-mill stuff. But there's also a child
hits
in
my
here by the name
bag,
of
which hits
Jeremiah. Another group of people
which
that
hits
are
my
often
other
picked
two
up in here
things.
are people that were part of the 54th Regiment that was featured in the motion picture Glory.
After reviewing our footage, we discovered our motion alarm was triggered just outside the morgue. It appears the motion alarm was triggered by this orb of light. Upon testing, objects as small as bugs will not trigger the alarm. So is this strange orb a spirit that set off the alarm?
My name is Ryan.
I think if it was a different camera,
getting down
you'd
to
be
his
able
level?
to
Yeah,
tell.
He's a tyke.
Because a
We're
lot of
here
times, if
to
you're in like a
communicate with
haunted
you,
place and you take a
Jeremiah.
picture, you would
We'd
get
love
like
to be your
ghost
friend.
orbs
Reach
on the
out.
picture.
You probably didn't have a lot of friends around here.
No,
Well,
I
now you
imagine.
got two buddies.
You have two big buddies here. We have a device that you can manipulate. I have in my hand here some pebbles,
Oh, you love those pebbles, don't you?
and I hear
Pebbles?
you can't resist them.
These pebbles look really
Listen, good sir,
You could take these pebbles
I just
and
like
launch them
pretty
right into
rocks.
his eyes.
So pebbles, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna grab.
Lodge them into my, I don't know.
I literally
guess
own
if you
3
hit my eye
crystals.
hard enough, it's kind of a soft spot. Maybe it could go all the way into my brain.
Forgot one of
Or
the
you
names
could
of
go
them, but I
straight
own
through
an
the
amethyst and I own a
nose. You'll be
rose
dead in a
quartz.
matter of minutes. We'll all be better.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, Jeremiah.
I know
Oh,
it
now
starts
it's a
with an
smiley
A. My
face.
brain
We
just
got a
goes,
little
no.
smiley face of rocks for ya. Look at these happy pebbles.
Jeremiah, could you make that smiley face a frowny face?
Don't make him do
I
that.
have my EMF detector right here so I could see any disturbance. Right now we are at a... Oh shit, there's a huge spike.
Yeah,
Jeremiah,
I have
if
3.
you would like to communicate with us, please make a noise. You could say something. You can move something in the room. You could touch one of us.
This
we just want
looks
to speak
very
to you.
fucking cool. Because I
Particularly, I
added the
wanna know
straight
why you're
lines for
in
like the
morgue.
undergrounds.
What you doing down here?
What's your story? Why are you in a jail if you weren't related to the family that ran this place? Who also
makes
lived
an
on-site,
evil
by the way,
grin.
which is frankly a little bit odd. Now, if there are any soldiers
That'd
who
be
served
fun.
in the Civil War in here, particularly soldiers from the 54th Regiment, first off,
Thank you for your service.
thank you for your service. You did an amazing thing for our country. And now I'm going to ask another favor of you. Can you please talk to me? Well, that's over now. Remember, the pebbles are in a smiley face. At any point, you can move those.
However, the most infamous inmate said to still haunt these walls is that of the woman often called the first female serial killer in America, Lavinia
Ooh.
Fisher. Lavinia Fisher, along with her husband John, were held in the Old City Jail from 1819 to 1820.
Is this who I think she
While
is?
records of the time tell a different story, the legend of the Fishers has been passed down in
It's not the one
Charleston
who I'm
for
thinking of.
generations. This gruesome story starts at the 6 Mile
Nope,
Inn,
it's a different.
a
I was
hotel
thinking of a
6 miles
different
outside of
serial
Charleston
killer.
that the Fishers ran. The inn was popular with travelers going to and from Charleston selling goods. Lavinia was reportedly extremely beautiful, a trait which she used to ensnare her victims. Lavinia and John would poison their victims by adding oleander to their tea, and so the story goes, a lever allowed for John and Lavinia to drop their victims from their beds into a chamber below, where John
Sweetie Todd?
killed and dismembered them.
I was going to say, the tea, not that impressive.
But that's also
I'm
just
sorry,
child's
I keep
play.
making
Child's play,
references.
But, trapdoor? Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
And dismembering? Okay, a little much. But at least in terms of serial killers,
Why do I feel
Yeah,
like
you're sort of
shit?
doing
Like,
that very successfully.
These people are like
why
comic book
do I feel
villains.
like?
On February
fucking-
18th, 1819,
Wait, Charlie's
a sheriff
live?
arrested the
Sorry, I
Fishers.
looked at my
Some
thing.
stories put their body count between 20 and 30.
And it
while
shows like
others
Charlie's
speculate that
icon.
could
It
be
shows
as high
Mickey's,
as
Jax, Sneaks,
120
Aunt
men
Frost,
who
and
fell
Charlie.
prey to Lavinia's deceptions. Yet
I like
some
looked up
reports
at the wrong
suggest
time.
They never murdered anybody, as no bodies were ever found that implicated the Fishers. The Fishers were taken to Old City Jail, and the 6 Mile Inn and everything in it was burned to the ground. In January 1820, the Fishers were convicted not of murder, but of highway robbery. They were
What?
sentenced to die by hanging.
Oh,
Right up until the end, Lavinia did not believe she would be hanged. She thought the governor would not let a woman die at the gallows. As the legend goes, an old law in South Carolina said you couldn't hang a married woman. So, on the day of her execution, Lavinia arrived at the gallows dressed in her wedding dress, only to see them hang her husband first.
smart.
So then she's no longer married?
Yep.
Yes.
Ooh, that's dirty.
Yeah.
Among Lavinia's last words were, quote, "Cease, I will have none of it. Save your words for others that want them. If you have a message you want to send to hell, give it to me. I'll carry it," end quote.
It's smart
then
and dirty.
Lavinia Fisher jumped from the gallows and hanged herself.
Would love to talk to this lady.
Well, I'll fire up my little spirit box and
I
maybe
can't-
we could get a word in or two.
Can't wait.
We'll get her on the horn, spirit.
If
Oh,
she gives
yeah.
us a choo-choo pickle pie, that'll be a get.
What if you told her, hey, I have something to tell the devil?
Choo-choo pickle pie.
And she goes, really? That's what you want to say to the devil?
And I'll say, you're goddamn right.
Lavinia's screams were reportedly heard echoing in the jail. Visitors to the jail have said they've sensed Lavinia's presence.
How would
Others say they've actually seen her inside through a window. Some claim she manifests sometimes as a tingle along the skin or even a scratch. In fact, 3 scratches together are said to be her mark.
huh?
Okay. So, here we are. This is the cell of the infamous Lavinia Fisher and her husband, John Fisher. Let's see if she has anything
I was
else
about to say, why would she scream if she was innocent unless it was like out of rage?
Once again, my name is Ryan.
I'm Shane, point 2 on the millimeter.
If you would like to communicate with us, to clear your name, to wipe all of the red off of your ledger in the history books, this is your chance.
What?
No.
I was about to say no.
What about you, John?
If
Maybe
I
your
was
wife
if I
is
was
tired
known
of
to
people
do like
screaming at
those
her.
type
Maybe you
of
want to clear your
crimes
guy's
and in the
name.
afterlife, I would do it in a heartbeat. Oh. What?
All right, Lavinia. I'm going to talk to you again. Once again, the more silent you are, the worse it's going to look for you. I'm trying to help you out. Stop. I'm not going to, if that was you.
We're gonna keep it up.
I'm also in a skirt. So like, give me a second.
Could have been,
So it's
been a-
very.
been a go or a no.
It's,
Once again,
it's
one
like a
word
size
though.
too
If you
small
need
for
more
me,
than
so
one
anytime I
word.
wear it, it like goes up to like my ribs.
I really thought your legend would precede you, but it turns out it's all a bunch of hooey. What? Did you not like that? Did you not like me saying you weren't as big and bad and scary as history would make you out to be?
Lavinia, you like to seduce men, huh?
Oh my god.
What?
Take a crack at it, gal. What if my shirt started to get unbuttoned slowly?
What?
See that? That's my belly button.
You like that? And if that wasn't hot enough, ah!
Also an innie. It makes a little noise when you pat it.
Now turn off the box, you'll hear it a little bit better. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Get a load of this, Lavinia. You want a little duet? Look at these juicy little holes. Couple of moist little man craters for you.
Ooh. You could plant your flag on this bad boy.
Oh my god.
I think we have to go now.
Clearly, she's not amused.
The video I'm watching.
I mean, that's the first time we've ever really tried to seduce a ghost. And we failed. Who could have saw that one coming, right?
After
It's not
reviewing
just
the
of-
footage, we discovered
like,
on
anger,
one of
this
our
is
static
just
cams what
idiots.
appears to be a figure moving right outside Lavinia's cell. Is this the ghost of Lavinia Fisher?
I believe this is the biggest piece of evidence we've ever caught on this show.
It's no good.
How do you think that's no good?
I mean, it looks just like maybe a car passing somewhere or something.
A car passing somewhere.
Could also just be someone walking
Yeah.
outside. And that couldn't be any of us. There's no one down there at that
I
time.
thought you would ask that, so I synced up I synced up the timelines.
Yeah.
I know where we are in the building.
Okay.
I believe it's a ghost. We had all of the staff accounted for in front of us. Maybe there was a third staff member that they didn't know about that was walking around. I don't think so. Maybe a vagrant walked in. I think that's pretty solid evidence of a ghost. I think we caught something very, very solid here.
You know, it is exciting.
With
I wanna-
this shocking evidence in mind, we
Something very, very
Yeah, that
solid
is-
here.
you
Wanna
know, it is
actually see this.
exciting.
with this shocking evidence in
Because it looks like they're wearing a
I think we
dress.
caught something very, very
Yeah, that
solid
is-
here.
You know, it is exciting.
with this shocking
Yeah, they're wearing a dress,
evidence in mind,
but also it doesn't look like it's particularly
Something very,
long.
very
I keep
solid
going
here.
back.
It is
I'm too
exciting.
lazy
with
to
this
try to scroll.
shocking
But also, it looks like they float for that moment. They're only walking with one leg, which is very interesting.
Evidence of a ghost. I think we caught something very, very
Yeah, that
solid
is- You
here.
know, it is exciting.
with this shocking evidence
Yeah,
in mind, we now move to the final phase of the investigation.
it
For
could
the
have been
first
who I
time
think
ever,
it is.
we're going to explore the entire prison individually.
And this is where we witness Lucy's
It's a
fucking mind.
nightmare. I don't like it.
It's the most nervous I've seen you before, an individual, in quite some time.
Hey, well, we've never done something where we shut down the entire building and now it's just us roaming.
Well, leave me to it. Please. I'd like some privacy.
Oops.
Just me and the ghouls now.
All right. Normally, I'd say this job is pretty fun, but it's nights like these that
Hello,
I
demons.
truly
It's
hate
me,
this job.
your boy.
This is certainly pretty hellish. Not suitable for anybody down here. If there's any ghouls here, you got a great guy to mess with. I'm happy to be the subject of your terrorizing. Come on, get after me.
this is probably one of our more formidable foes. And the fact that I'm going to have that entire unholy hellhole to myself, I can't make any promises that I'm going to stay in there the full 10 minutes.
Okay, moving on. Okay. I'm gonna be going up the stairs here in a moment.
Oh my god.
That would be a lovely opportunity. I'm gonna leave that in case Ryan trips on it. I think that'd be kind of funny.
I would say normally
There's a
when I
building
do
nearby
these,
me that's
I am
haunted.
furious
Speaking
by
of,
how cavalier Shane is inside there. But right now, I'm gonna just say I'm impressed. If he's having a good time in there right now, there's something truly wrong with his brain.
Well, now this is a beautiful, gorgeous room with wonderful acoustics.
I mean, look at this shit. Who in their right mind would be stoked to be in there by themselves? You know how much of a psychopath you have to be to enjoy that?
I was about to say me because I love enjoying haunted places.
Won't you tug on my shirt?
Oh, God.
What is up with what
I
is up
actually
with
recommend you
Shane?
don't waste your ghost energy on me. Just gonna level with you. You're gonna want to save it for the other guy. He's gonna come in here right after me, and whatever you do, it's gonna be a laugh riot. He makes very funny faces. He's gonna, not a guarantee, but if you do something, depending on the severity of your actions, he may poop himself. If you do it to me, I'll probably blame it on the wind or say it was an owl dropping a nut somewhere. Oh, I hear someone down there. Guess that means we're done here, ghouls. It's been a real jolly time with you.
How was it?
I don't want to scare you, but there is something a little weird about this place.
Yeah, no shit.
I think I heard something.
What do you mean you think you heard some things?
Nothing. It's your
Just tell
turn.
me what you think you heard.
We'll compare notes afterwards.
I don't know if I could do this, man.
No, you got it. You're a ghost hunter.
No.
You got
Shane
it.
is me in this situation
That's
when
what
it comes
you
to
came
my
here for, isn't
friends.
All right. Just me by myself.
It's like, yeah, I might have
Brain
heard
seems
something.
a
I'll tell you
special
after.
kind of putty right now.
I don't know if I could do this. Holy fuck. Okay.
Don't
This
be
is
a bitch.
horrifying. This is truly horrifying. Well, it suddenly smells like the ocean. How about that? What's in here with me?
When he asked me where the sounds came from, I said upstairs, because that feels like a good final boss for him. I'm sure he'll go in there and hear a ton of things.
First floor. Look, the pebbles are still in a smiley face. Walking to the end of the first hallway. No, I'm not. Fuck that.
If he makes the full 10 minutes, I'm going to be very proud of him.
What in the fuck am I doing? What am I doing here?
Welcome to Ryan losing his mind for
All of
10
the
minutes.
hair on my arm is standing up. I'm standing in the middle of the old city jail by myself. I'm the only person in this building. What kind of idiot would do this? Me. I realized me. I'm the fool. Making some nonsense noises, baby. Here we go.
Making a
Yeah! 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 Da, ba, da, ba, da, ga, ga, da.
An hour or two ago,
How's that say? Can you hear yelling from the outside?
Now I'm gonna run into the warden's room. Yeah! Ah! This fucking sucks! I hate it! I fucking hate this!
If I was Shane, I would be fucking laughing. How ghosts are scared of Ryan. No, they
that
weren't.
is quite a reaction. I think we're making some headway.
No,
You
they
think you're
weren't.
crazy? You haven't seen crazy yet! On the 3rd floor, marching down the hallway! Where
Can
are
we
ya?
witness a ghost man
I'll give it to you.
lose its
This is
mind?
the scariest building I've ever been in my entire life. I think I'm cracked. My brain is cracked.
There he goes.
Keep in mind, an hour ago, he was drumming his belly button. I don't think he's going to be the same after tonight.
Where are you? Where are you? What the fuck was that?
The ghost
Who
really
did
said,
that? Who did that again?
the ghost really said,
Holy
alright,
shit.
well.
It felt like something walked past me twice. Once on the right side, once on the left side.
The ghost really said, you want to see some real
Context.
shit?
This spot where I felt something run past me is the exact spot our static camera caught the figure.
The human mind, if it's looking for something, it'll find something. And he's going to find something. And it will destroy him.
If I'm gonna be here, what the fuck? Did I trip over that? Did that move?
It's gone quiet now, and I'm afraid he's dead.
Ooh, my heart. Holy shit.
You want to keep talking?
Chest burn. I think I almost had a heart attack.
I was about to say, is Rowan
Where
having
were
a fucking
you?
heart attack?
The thing that walked past me, where are you? Yeah! Charge! I'm gonna see this place in my nightmares for years. So thank you
Good.
for that.
Thought the door went the other way.
Fuck that. Forever.
Sounded like you went through some stuff in there.
Let's leave.
Okay. Did you hear anything?
Didn't hear anything, but I felt things.
That's good.
Once, I was standing in the 2nd floor. I was standing still,
Yes.
and I felt a gust of wind pass the right side of me. I turned around, and then it went past the left side of me, the opposite direction. I hated it.
Well, I didn't actually hear anything in there. I just wanted to really psych you up for it. You don't look well.
I started growling like a dog.
We heard you.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I think the whole neighborhood heard you.
Oh, really? Was it that loud?
Yes, I think we
Yes.
have to leave.
Okay.
Let's just go.
Whether or not you believe that a building can truly embody the sins of the past, you must recognize the Old City Jail was the site of cold-blooded brutality. However, I dare say some light was shed on that subject tonight. With bizarre noises, physical sensations, unidentified movement, and a possible apparition, tonight's investigation moves Shane and I ever closer to completing our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? But for now, and perhaps forever, the question remains unsolved.
One more.
Here it is, in all its glory. Rolling Hills Asylum.
I know it's supposed to be smaller, but I'm like,
Looks about right.
I mean, yeah, this is par for the course, right?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of evidence come out of this place, so
You check this out on the boards.
I've been trolling the boards. Come on, man. Come on. This is a nightmare. This place is a nightmare. So this is the infirmary. Old hospital hall. There should be a plaque around here somewhere. Oh boy. Shane, I don't like this game you're playing right now. You know I have a thermal cam, right? I could see where you're hiding. Okay. Right now we're just kind of going stream of consciousness. I'm not sure what much of these rooms are. Oh, fuck me. There's just some shit moving in there. Oh my god. Is there anybody here with us right now?
probably.
Who's down here with us right now? We're a little lost.
Oh my god.
What's that?
Windy.
Why is it that?
I feel like Sam's the type of person
Please
that I
turn
can
your light,
tell,
turn your
be
light,
like,
Shane.
yeah, I broke my elbow, and
light
he's gonna
on,
be like, no, you
AC
didn't.
This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved,
That's
we
a
investigate
long-ass
Rolling
intro,
Hills
my
Asylum
guy.
as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? Just one quick glance at this place, and you could kind of see where my mental state is going to be in a bit here. Just another weekend for the boys, I guess. What is wrong with you? What is this? You are in a very weird mood right now.
This is, you gotta understand, this is my season of sort of respecting ghosts.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Since this is our first investigation when it comes to ghosts this season, Shane has now said that he's going to respect the ghosts. I expect that to last 2 minutes.
I just,
tops.
you know, a lot of people give me feedback sometimes and they say you gotta be kinder to the ghosts. And for the record, I am usually very kind to them.
Oh, are you? Here's what's going to happen. I'll give you a play-by-play of what's actually going to happen. We're going to go into a room. We're going to do an EVP investigation. It's going to be silent for about 2 minutes. You're going to get bored. You're going to go, fuck it. Hey, come rip my head off. You're going to say something like that, something really witty and stupid, right? That's how it's going to happen. Guaranteed.
We'll see.
He's not
Having
wrong.
existed for nearly 2 centuries, the massive 53,000 square
Yeah,
foot
he-
Rolling
he's
Hills
not wrong.
Asylum officially opened on January 1st, 1827. Rolling Hills Asylum was originally called the Genesee County Poor Farm and was one of the many poorhouses scattered around the U.S.
fuck is a poorhouse?
Poorhouses were government-run facilities to support and house the needy. In the beginning,
Should've
Rolling Hills
put two and
played
two
home
together.
to orphans, families, mentally ill, elderly, physically disabled, criminals, and vagrants.
I just didn't know poorhouses were a real thing.
They were big across the U.S. There was these things called the poor laws, where this kind of sounds messed up, but basically the government would determine which people deserved financial aid, and for the people that didn't deserve or were deemed undeserving, they would be put in these poorhouses, and that was
Oh, so
the
college
long list
board
of
and
people.
FAFSA and all that
lot
crazy
of,
stuff when it comes to college.
Down downtrodden folks.
Yeah, they just, sometimes they didn't really know what to do with people, so they just threw them in a building, you know?
It's better than a pit, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, Bill, I wasn't.
Better than a pit, Shame a Day 2018. Put that on a sweatshirt.
I was trying to be empathetic.
What pit were you imagining, by the way? You were imagining the pit that Lando Calrissian almost fell into in Star Wars?
You're talking Sarlacc pits.
The Sarlacc pits. Yeah, I
Yeah.
had teeth.
A roof over your head is better than being eaten by a large toothy monster.
A spirit often seen is the ghost of a former nurse named Emma. It's said that most spirits at
I
Rolling
don't like
Hills are
nurses named
helpful
Emma.
and often appear when you call out for help. Emma is often seen in her room, so perhaps this tactic will lure her into view.
So right now we're approaching Nurse Emma's room. This is, she's apparently German, so maybe you could exercise some of that 4 years of German you learned in high school.
I was in class for 4 years, but I really didn't learn very much.
That shows what kind of student you were.
Not very good.
It's
Nice room.
It's very windy outside.
Yeah, just let's pause for a moment and listen to the
It
wind
was
because
Spanish.
it's almost night.
I took it for 2 years, and yeah, all the teachers just could not teach me.
That's some horror movie.
Pretty wind. Pretty windy. Pretty wind. It's pretty windy in here. She was also known to be very dedicated to her job, so maybe if we call out for help, oh my, that is very windy. If we call out for help, she may come out.
Okay. There's.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm just. It's. This is. This is almost unbearably horrific. Nurse Emma, can you help me? I'm having trouble finding my room. We came all the way down here to see you, so if you have anything you'd like to say to us, please say so now.
Speak louder than the wind, if you can.
Let her speak.
Sorry, respect.
Someone just whisper.
I'm gonna sort of put a kibosh on whispers for this one because we have the wind.
I mean, I heard a whisper that sounded different than.
Yeah. Ich heiße Shane.
Is that all you know how to say? 4 years of German, you could only say my name is Shane. Could you ask her how long she's worked here in German?
No.
Then
I was
why
about to
even
say,
bring
he
up you
could.
know German if you don't
Here.
know German?
Here. Senf.
What's wrong with Russian?
Mustard.
So actually, right next door to Emma's
What's wrong with
room,
Russian? I can
here's
speak
Steve's
it.
room.
I can speak like 2 phrases,
this
but I can't
guy-
read it.
Not as friendly as Emma, said to be.
Bit of a curmudgeon.
Not
Oh,
very
it's
nice.
very funny.
Jesus. Hello, Steve.
Something popped up. Ow.
My name's Ryan. That's Shane.
Hi, Steve.
So, Steve, I have a device here. This may help you speak to us. We're just going to ask you some questions, and if you want to talk to us, you could talk to us. All right. Let's go to 200. All right. We're back, baby. All right, Steve.
Way back.
Can you, I'm Ryan, that's Shane. Could you say our names back to us, Steve? You know me, I need multiple words.
Yeah, it takes a lot to scare you. Steve, anything to say to your boys here? We come here just willing to be open. You're an actor?
Sure sounds like is there a doctor to me.
Yeah, it sounds
You
like
know,
is
I
there a
feel like
doctor?
maybe not.
Why is that?
It just sounds like you're an actor.
Well, you did just
You're
say
an actor.
it did sound like you said, is there an actor? Is there? Are you an
You
actor?
understand? I'm humoring you.
In 1887,
It honestly
the
sounds like
Genesee
someone saying,
County
"Is there a
Board of
doctor?"
Supervisors decided that people, quote, suffering with acute insanity, end quote, should be housed in another location within the state. The county home spanned 200 acres and had
Yeah.
a self-sufficient farm where able-bodied people were required to work. Residents would also do upkeep chores for the asylum, such as cleaning and baking. Before closing in 1974, the asylum served as a nursing home. There are over 1,700 documented deaths within these walls, and the current owner, Sharon Coyle, suspects that there could be 3 times as many deaths because documentation by previous owners was spotty. Horrifically, A good portion
Uh-oh.
of these people were buried in graves that still have yet to be located. According to Rolling Hills Asylum's website, quote, an actual cemetery register or plot map has yet to be discovered.
Is that bad?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
You just put like a right Shane was here. You wouldn't want that. You know, a lot of cultures feel like there's a lot of life after death.
What, so if you die and someone doesn't put a little headstone on your grave, God comes down to earth, he's like, well, I was gonna take an angel up there, but I don't know where that...
Yeah, in some
that's not
cultures
what
it
I'm
actually
saying.
means like
What I'm
disrespect.
saying is, I don't know why God sounds like that, by
It
the
sounds
way.
like Hank Hill.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, it's
saying
a
that
it's a
lot of
disrespect
cultures,
to them
life
in
is after
some
death
way.
because then your family members come visit you and do, practices that keep you alive. Haven't you seen Coco? All right, so right now we're on the top floor. We're
My
heading
God.
down to the infirmary on the second floor.
Paper,
I'm
I
using
have
thermal
to
right now, so
add.
I'm trying to pick up some heat signatures. Oh, I don't like the way this room feels at all.
There's a face.
It's fairly well insulated. It smells.
Is there anybody here with us right now? We're about to leave. We're going downstairs.
Or it
pretty
looks
quick
like
here.
there's something.
I don't see anything on thermal.
What about in these little places?
There's a
I look
piano there. Would
colder.
you like to play that? What? A little doll.
That's
Very good.
terrifying.
Very good.
Hello.
Who is this? Who is the screaming lady? I've heard interesting things about her.
Not quite sure. There's a theory, but we really don't know who she is. Some people think it might be Phoebe White, who was the first resident who ever moved in here when she was a little girl, when it was the poorhouse. And she lived about 56 years here. She's trying to communicate somehow, and she's so frustrated, she just screams.
Fucking horrifying. That is an artist's rendition of the screaming lady.
Not a fan of this lady, are you?
I mean, it's what nightmares are made of. Look at it.
True.
So right now we're in the chapel.
Yep.
That right there, if you look up there, that's a static camera. It's a night vision camera, so if any of these things move, we'll see it, and it will trigger the motion alarm. I could show you what that sounds like. It's gonna be loud.
Ghoul alert.
If we go one floor up and we hear that, then we know we caught something on the static cam. That's just one other fail-safe. So if we hear the alarm and we see something move on the camera itself, we caught a ghoul, my friend.
Our audio recorder left in the chapel picked up these strange noises over time.
It could be 1,000 things.
I figured
before.
you'd think
And-
I figured you'd think it's.
And
plants.
you tend to go, well, here's 1,000 things it could likely be. Put a big X over those, even though
Yeah,
they're very logical.
it sounds like the wind, but
And
it
no
also
way it
sounds
could
like
possibly be the building settling.
sounds like either
or a
someone saying
creek
hello
somewhere.
or
Creek that
something
sounds like a
along those
moan. Hey,
lines.
I think it may be those things, but I also think it may be the screaming lady who's known to make noises of pain throughout
What's
the
more
building.
likely?
I think they're equally likely.
You think they're equally likely? Something that has never been proven
I think
or
ghosts.
observed.
I think ghosts have been proven and observed several times.
Next to the chapel is a recreation room full
That
of
sounded like
folding
a
chairs
child
that are said to
laughter.
move on their own. Is this sound one of those chairs?
Yeah, that sounds
I
like
mean,
a
I'm
chair.
gonna say that could very likely just be a door opening or
It
wind
sounds like a chair
moving
moving, but
something.
yeah,
It's a-
Shane's
it's a
right.
very
It could be
busy,
something
It's a
moving.
very busy building. You remember how loud that building was
I
that
do,
night? So
but
many
that-
creaks.
That does not sound like just a little creak. Doesn't sound like a door opening. That sounds like
I mean, I
something
feel
being
like if you
dragged.
played 10 different sounds for someone and said, which one sounds like a little creak? They'd probably say, oh, that one. It sounds like a little creak.
No, I think if we put 10 sounds that were all creaks and said which one of these sounds like a chair moving, that would sound like that's a chair moving.
One of the most prominent figures in the asylum
What
is
the
the
fuck?
spirit of a man named Roy Krause. Roy is both prominent due to his frequent activity, but also because of his massive size, as Roy Krause was almost 7.5 feet tall.
He's taller than Randy.
It's pretty big. I don't have to do the low-hanging fruit joke here, so I'm not going to.
No,
But-
you couldn't reach it if you tried.
That's good.
Fortunately, Roy is said to be a favorite apparition due to his friendly nature. This also includes the building owner, Sharon.
Just been here a couple of months, and I walked in the building with a handyman and trying to make a plan for the day. And I walk around the corner, and I thought there was a kitten on the floor. I'm like, how the hell did a kitten get in the building? And I realized, oh my God, no, it's a rat. It scurries off in front of me, and I'm like, I'm freaking out. Oh my God, there's a rat in the building. So we go upstairs, right above us actually, where the infirmary is. And sure enough, on the floor there was blood in the shape of a rat. Like you could see the tail and the arms and the legs. And on the wall right behind it, there were footprints, huge giant footprints, like someone had kicked the hell out of the wall. And then there was like handprints with blood on it. And it's still up there. I can show it to you.
And so you
That's
think
I
that
think
that's
Roy killed the
Terrifying.
just to help?
because I was freaking out about a rat.
Okay,
What
so right
the
now we're in the
fuck?
infirmary. Up here is where the rat story happened. You could actually see remnants of the handprint right here.
I mean, rats just die a lot.
And
Yeah, I
as
was
you can see,
like-
that's I mean, you can see at one point that was a pretty big handprint. There's a little bit, I guess, of a mark of where the rat was found. I guess Roy's way of saying Roy was here. So right here, this is Roy's room. Oh boy. If you see the wall paper border around, that's actually 7.5 feet. And
That's
your
a
part's
tall
gosh.
guy.
That's a guy so tall that I'd be scared.
You could see what an actual bed that would be fit for you.
That's
would
like
feel
the fucking cast of like Supernatural
That way
meeting
you wouldn't
someone.
This is a bed for an
Oh,
8 foot
fuck.
tall person?
Those guys are fucking big.
Oh, it's kind of wooden.
It's very wooden.
Look at all the room you have for those long limbs.
That's pretty good.
Actually, not much room.
Well, okay, no, there's plenty
There's
of room.
actually, that looks like it fits you just right.
No, there's a lot of room in here. You ever listen to the radio, Roy? Well, this is
Yeah, I
kind
was
of
like,
like
that looks
but it'll
that
make
looks
you
like it
wanna
almost
shove a
fits him,
pencil
but
into
also
your
at the same time there's a lot of room. Ow, my sleep got caught
I
my
don't know what it
septum.
is, I think. It's not... I sure can't stay. But it's a girl voice.
Yeah, it sure was.
Just say our names back, or if you want, can you tell us your name? If
That
this
sounds
isn't
like
Roy
a
actually
nurse
in here.
that being like, I can't stay.
Cold winter. I agree. Roy, I heard you like listening to opera music. So I have some opera tracks with me, and I'll play them. And even if you're not in this room, we're gonna walk around the hall. So if you want to come walk around with us, maybe say hi to us, you could do so. But I'll play some music for you now because I know you'd like that. How about it, Roy? I enjoy it. Shall we? No, we're not dancing. I meant like
Oh,
slave.
no, I know.
Anybody want to come out?
It's Christmas time.
This is a male vocal opera song, so maybe you want to sing along. Let's walk down the terrifying red hallway.
Yeah, because red hallways aren't fucking terrifying.
You hear, Roy? Anybody here that wants to show themselves, listen to the nice music? This is for everybody, not just for Roy.
Come on,
Oh, there
Roy.
goes my computer deciding to fucking hate itself. Because I have to take this to class tomorrow, so I'm gonna throw it with the rest of where I put my shit.
In the basement, there is a room referred to as the Christmas room.
Of course, there's a
During its
basement.
time in operation, Rolling Hills was home to many children, and supposedly, there was a room where children would go to meet Santa during the holidays. To this day, this room still has Christmas decorations. It's said that toys will allegedly move by themselves in the Christmas room.
So right now we are in the basement of the East Wing. And
Yeah,
down here
that's
is the
not
Christmas room.
absolutely fucking terrifying to hear.
This looks like happy
Yeah.
things. There's a little Santa. Oh, look at that happy boy in
what
the
is it
window.
with Christmas decorations that looks so menacing when it's, when they're by themselves? Nutcrackers always creep me out too. We could set up our little test here to see if something will move. We actually have a little device with us here today. This dog is quite useful because it measures static energy around it. So I'll show you.
Recently,
what
just
I mean.
moved my mouse racing for an
This looks very
Oreo.
scientific. Well,
Oh, hello.
put it on music mode.
Hmm.
Okay, so basically what it does is it measures the static electricity. So when I get close to it, it turns on.
Oh. Hmm.
That's basically all there is to it. So what we're gonna do, since this is the Christmas room, this is where a lot of children played, we're gonna ask them to pet the dog.
Oh, that's fun.
All right, so if
Aw.
there's anybody in here, you want to pet our dog?
Would you like to pet our pretty dog?
He's very nice. He doesn't bite. I'm gonna pet the dog. See? He likes it. He plays music for you. That turns on. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. It's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good.
It's for the
I was
kids.
about to say, was his hand
What do you think? What's your favorite holiday?
near?
If you're in here, I'm guessing you like Christmas, right? You like Santa Claus?
Oh, it's me. The man with the bag. Pet the dog.
Jesus Christ. We're here just to have fun. We're not here to hurt you. We can't have fun with you if you don't let us know you're here. So if you want to just move something in this room or show us which toy you want to play with. But our dog is really nice if you want to pet him. Yeah, better yet, maybe you don't want to pet the dog. I kind of like it. Maybe you could keep your hands off the dog.
Against the rules.
It'd be really uncool if you pet our dog.
I'll kill you if you touch my dog.
Okay, too far.
Don't pet the dog.
Let's back it down. Let's back it up a little bit. Well, we're going to leave our dog here, actually. So when we leave, if you just don't want to play with the dog because we're here, you could go ahead and touch the dog as soon as we leave. No problem.
Before leaving the room, we set up a static cam to watch the dog.
Smart.
I think something was either poking it on the nose or it was petting it, and because ghosts maybe don't have, I don't know, as
That's
much.
kind of creepy that it went off
Basically what the
multiple
dog is,
times
it
and
has an
doesn't
energy
look like
field,
there's anything in
a
front of
static
it.
energy field around it. And if you break that field, it'll set the dog off. Maybe ghosts don't have enough to make it go crazy, but they have enough to make it, blip.
All of the Bugaras, all the believers, they're going to say, this is pretty compelling.
I think it is pretty compelling.
All the people who really believe in science will recognize pseudoscience and understand that there is zero correlation between this shitty thing that has nothing to do with this lack of. There's nothing there.
I think
You
it's
understand
the dog.
there's no connection. You're saying you're forcing this fake science into the
It's
world.
not fake science.
It
It's
is.
an energy field that we tested the device when we were there. It worked when we put our hand into it. It didn't work when we were away from it. We were sitting next to it for about 20 minutes. Nothing happened. We leave. It happens.
Perhaps
Oh,
the
fuck.
most active area is known as Shadow Hallway, a hallway leading toward the infirmary, where
Oh.
shadow people are often seen.
Yeah, what the fuck
In
do you
one room of
expect?
the
It's the
hallway
infirmary.
Is what Sharon believes is a portal or vortex in the asylum. The shadow people, quote, could look like you and I, solid. They can be light gray, medium gray, dark gray, or pitch black. They could be normal human-shaped or amorphous shapes. They come in and out of doorways, walk across the hall. Sometimes they'll poke an arm or a leg out. Sometimes they crawl on the floor, and that can be creepy, especially if you're sitting on the floor during an investigation and one is coming at you. Because you
That's
can
what?
actually see the shadow moving toward you. End quote. To finish this off, we'll investigate this hallway individually and perform a spirit box session in the vortex.
This is Shadow Hallway. Be on the lookout for shadow people as you look down into the blue light. You'll see it at the end of the hallway. Then you're going to end in the vortex room. You don't like the spirit box, so you're not going to do that. So I'm going to do the spirit box. That's just simply how it is.
Thank you for allowing me to not do the spirit box. Here I go, embarking on my journey into
Again,
the dark.
Shane is a fucking menace.
He's probably commenting on the decor, making silly little jokes,
Probably.
having a blast. But my mind's going to descend into darkness when I go up there.
Any dolls like to talk to me?
What
Miss?
the fuck?
Ma'am? What are you doing back there? You think I didn't see you? Nah.
This is for science. I'm about to shine my truth beams all down this hallway. If I see one of you, just know that I'll have footage of a ghost. So here I am, walking down Shadow Hallway. So we got some rooms. So, if you're here, Roy, what the fuck was that? Okay. Don't lose it, Ryan, don't lose it. Now I'm gonna go. Oh, Jesus.
He seemed brave walking up there, but he did have that sort of glassy look in his eyes that he gets.
I'm gonna just stand in one of these rooms and just bask in the silence, as Shane says. That's a huge bed. Holy fuck, okay. Anybody here right now? I'm giving you the floor. I think that was the wind, but it sure sounded like a voice. That's good for there. Oh, this is the vortex room. Going in. Oh, people report feeling uneasy in here. Some people can't even walk in here because it's just so thick. This is said to be a portal, and Shane said he asked Satan to come here, so that's fun. Thanks for that, fucking Shane. This is a spirit box. This will help me speak to you.
Oh my god, I thought those flags were like hands on like a wall or
I'm
something.
very scared right now, I'm sorry. Are you scared too? A little?
I thought that said yeah, a little.
Roy, are you here right now?
Bye.
No? Then who is it? No one. Huh. Okay, you want to play games? Sure.
That's your time.
Woohoo! Oh boy. Oh, thank you, fucking God. Get me the fuck out of here. I did it. I did it. I did it.
Hey, you lived. You didn't get eaten by a ghost.
Yeah, I did it.
You look rattled.
Yeah.
What happened in there?
Just, talking to things. Did you get anything out of it?
Nope. Got nothing.
That's about par for the course. Well, goodbye to whatever up there. Sayonara. The boys are out.
With its decades of history and numerous inhabitants, it's not far-fetched to think that some people remain. Did a spirit actually trigger our motion detecting dog?
I would think so. But alright. Because I'm pretty tired. One second, I just have to quickly follow someone. Because apparently I wasn't. Even though I swear I was. Okay. We're gonna go raid Nikki. Is there gonna be any valid reason? No. I just think you need you. We need a Nihachu raid. Because I'm tired and I have some other work I need to work on. Yeah, I won't see you tomorrow. You will probably see my Twitter explode tomorrow because Critical Role is coming back for Campaign 3, so I expect my Twitter to be fucking blown up. But yeah, bye bye.